to another episode of The Positive Side of the Bad Stuff. I'm Leslie Pogue, your host, and today we're going to begin a 4-part series. Earlier this year, I talked about the elements: fire, water, air, and earth. And I want to revisit that. Now that we're coming to the end of the year, I'd like to remind everybody to stop and think about the elements of their life and how they're going to move into 2016. So I want to show each element each week to just have you ponder and think about how you're using your strength and your power and all of the elements that make up you, and how you're moving forward with those elements into and toward the goals you want. Think about how the elements of your life are adding to your life, how they are value added. What are you doing to move toward your goals and move forward for 2016? Think about your passions, your strength, the fire, being grounded and being solid and stable. Think about how you've set up this year to set you up for next year. So I invite you to look at the elements of your life and get ready to grow and expand in ways you never thought possible. The element of fire is your passion. What you feel is your mission in life. What you feel you need to do, what you're called to do, the things that drive you, what gets you excited. It's like being in love for the first time. Passion is organic. You can't manufacture it. So because of that, anything you do from that energy and from that space is going to happen naturally. It's going to happen organically. It's going to have verve and vigor, and it's going to get you excited every time you think about it, every time you talk about it, every time you share it. Passion. So I want you to pause for a moment and think about, what are you passionate about? I know personally, I'm passionate about 1920s gangsters. I get excited. I just light up whenever I think about talking about them or researching them or doing homework about them. I also am passionate about people's health and soft skills and making sure that people live the best life they can, because I come from a very honest place of knowing what that dark space feels like and knowing how to come out of it and helping other people to get out of it. So that's my passion. When I think about people that are walking around and they don't know the answers, or they don't know which direction to turn or what the next thing to do is, and really all they'd like to do is curl up in a little ball and stay there forever, I understand that. I know what that feels like. It is a constant daily struggle to move past the fear and the anxiety and the doubt and the voices you hear in your head. It's hard to move past those, but my passion is to help people move through that, because like I said, I know what that feels like and I've done it. So, and I continue to do it every single day. It is work and effort every single day, and I want to be there for people. So when you find your passion, and it doesn't have to be external. I know selfishness gets a bad rap, but there are plenty of things that we do for ourselves that are kind of selfish, because let's think about what that word actually means. Selfish. Okay, well, that means you're thinking of self. Okay, well, you have to think of yourself first, because if you don't take care of you, you can't take care of others. So there's truly nothing bad about being a little selfish. Where being selfish is a problem is when you're only selfish, when you're never selfless, when you never give of your time, when you never give of your spirit, you never give of your voice, when you never help another person, when you're not courteous or considerate. That's when selfish is a bad thing. But there's nothing wrong with being a little selfish, doing things just for you. So in finding that passion, look for those areas that get you excited. And here's the key, and I say this repeatedly: know judgment. So what if it's frivolous? So what if someone else says, oh, that's silly, that's stupid? Or so what if it's for kids? Maybe you love cartoons, so maybe you want to draw more, or you want to go and learn the history of different cartoons and different cartoon series or what have you. Maybe that gets you excited. So what? Do it. Do what gets you passionate, because here's how that serves you. When you find that one thing that you have a passion for, it spirals into other things that you have a passion for. And then you find something else that you have a passion for. And maybe that journey might not start with helping others. Maybe that journey, those first couple of passionate things that you find, are truly just about you. That's okay. You know why? Because you're exploring you. You're opening yourself up. And once you start opening yourself up and you can identify what those areas are, what those passions are, then and only then can you give them to other people. Maybe you're already at a place where your passions start to reach out to others. Maybe so, maybe not though. And that's okay. Start from where you are. Look for that excitement, that joy, that natural smile on your face, because that's where your passion lies. And don't put it on a thing or a person. As a parent, it's easy to say, I'm passionate about my children. Okay, well, you love your children. You want the best for your children. You want your children to grow and learn and be. But what are your personal passions? And maybe one of your passions is to grow healthy children. Okay, but let them be the example and help other people with that. But find that passion that's external, that serves you as the individual, and then you as the individual can serve the people around you. Go out and find your passion. Once you have, don't let anyone give it merit or justify it or tear it down, because it's yours and you deserve it. Now, I have to add this little note because my brain is working. This is how my brain works. My brain is saying, make sure that people know it should be, legal. So I just want to throw that out there, just in case you're thinking, hey, my passion is fill in the blank. Well, let's keep it on the positive side of legal, but let's keep it a positive thing. Make sure that you are giving to this world and your passions are finding their way in this world, because as human beings, we're here to serve other human beings as well as ourselves. And as we grow as individuals, it can only serve to make a better place. And I know that's always been one of my passions, is to leave this earth better than the way I found it. And I hope that the words that I share, the stories that I share, the experiences that I've had go on to help other people to do better, to find their passions, to live that life that gives them joy and happiness. And as I've said in the past, you're not going to be bouncing off the walls, happy, joy, joy all the time. But happiness is in here. It's in your heart. It's in your spirit. It's inside. So look for that place. If in the midst of the muck, you can still tap into the joy, you can still muster a smile, you can still find a kind word, then you know that joy is in there. It's solid within you. So hold on to that, because there will be trying times, as they say, you can't get rainbows without a little rain, and that's one of my favorites. There will be rain, but when it's cloudy and when it's raining, remember your passions. Remember the things that bring you joy. Remember the changes that you've made in other people's lives. Just like during the holidays, we watch It's a Wonderful Life. Think about the people that you touch and whose lives would be different if you weren't here to touch them. That's a passion. That's my passion. And I hope that it moves through you through 2015. I hope that in those moments you pause and go, wait a minute, this is not serving my passion. Let me get back to the focus of my passion. Let me get excited. Let me share my passion with the world. Think about your passion and move forward through 2015 with that excitement and that level of high. And I tell you, you will be unstoppable. You will reach success like no one has ever seen. So I encourage you to carry that passion with you every single day and move forward.
28 Days to Happy is your daily guide to walk you through acknowledging and accepting the truth about what's really going on in your world, to forgive yourself and others for the wrongs you feel have been done to you, and ultimately to identify and celebrate the happiness that is always there no matter what comes your way. Look for 28 Days to Happy at www.softskillsdirect.com or at amazon.com.
So thank you for joining me this week. I know that you will apply the elements to your life. And until next time, go, be, do.